Hi, you're all welcome. This is SBEC. Today we'll be finishing with the computing sample questions released by WAEC. We've already discussed paper 2, which included the practical question and the theory. We took our time to explain all the difficult concepts that many students were finding difficult to answer or understand. So if you are watching this particular video and haven't watched the previous videos that explains the flow chart diagram and the basic programming concept within, that is the variables and the other stuffs, we urge you to do that because we are anticipating programming concept in this year's BECE exams. So if you understand it now, it will be easier for you to do it in case it should pop up in your exams. Now let's finish with the objectives. Number 1 says which program icon on the desktop leads to the disk drive. Now when we talk about the disk drive, basically it's about the various disks that are inserted into the computer. It could be a memory card, it could be a pen drive or the hard disk drive. So where do we usually see this drive when they are inserted into the computer? That is what the question is demanding. A is Internet Explorer, B my computer, C my document, and D my network places. And the correct answer is what? Is D, my computer. Now number 2, the fourth generation of computers is associated with A, vacuum tubes, semiconductors, transistors, and microprocessors. The answer is D. Number 3, to underline selected text in a Word document, use the keys. We have Control plus U, Shift plus U, Alt plus U, and Delete plus U. And the answer is Control plus U. Number 4, the default MS PowerPoint layout is what? Now, all the answers we have here are all layout in Microsoft PowerPoint, but the emphasis is on default. So which one is the default? Now, let me open Microsoft PowerPoint and show you. So when you open Microsoft PowerPoint, this is the interface. Now, if you want to see the available layout, click on Home and click on Layouts. Once you click, you see the available layout. So you have title slide, title and content, section header, title only, and the rest. Now, as you can see, this one is highlighted. That is the title slide. So that is the default layout of Microsoft PowerPoint. So when we open the page Z, this was the layout, which is the title slide. So that is the answer to that particular question. So the answer is D, title slide. Okay, now number 5, which of the following measures is used to evaluate a web page to ensure how true the information acquired is? Now the emphasis is on to ensure how true. If something is true, then it is correct. And if something is correct, then obviously it is accurate. So the answer is what? D. Okay, the next one, number 6. A bit that is 10 of represents what? We have 1, -1, 0, and +1. The answer is what? Is 0. Now, you can anticipate an opposite question to this. They can ask you a bit that is 10 on represents, this particular question asks that is 10 off. So if it turns off and it is 0, then if it is on, obviously it will be what? 1. So you can think of a question like that. Now, number 7. The step-by-step approach used in solving a specific problem is, we have sequencing, selection, algorithm, and iteration. The answer is this, algorithm. So it's a step-by-step approach we use to solve a particular problem. Number 8, convert 15 base 10 to a binary. I remember I learned this. This is number base. I learned this when I was in primary. Yeah, I remember. Now, what is this doing here? You may be asking, this is computing. What does computer has to do with conversion of bases? Well, it's all boiled down to how computer operates. Computer only understand 2 digits, which is 0 and 1. And this 0 and 1 is binary. But human beings, we understand 10 digits, which span from 0 to 9. So using this 10 digits, we can make calculation or whatever. But the computer doesn't understand the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5 that we know. So any number that you will press on the computer, on the keyboard, the computer doesn't know. So the system automatically converts your digits that you understand, that is in base 10, to the digits that the computer understands, which is 0 and 1. So they want you to understand this, helping you to know how computer operate or works. So that is why you are learning this. Now let's convert it and see how the answer will be. Convert 15 base 10 to a binary. We know binary to be in base 2, right? So base 2. So we use 2 to perform the calculation. So over here, we will divide 15 by 2, and any remainder we get, we will write it aside, and that will help us to know the answer. So 2 divided by 15. Now 2 goes into 15 how many times? 7. 2, 7, 14. Now 14 from 15, we will get 1, remainder 1. So we can further divide because 7 is greater than the base. So 2 divided by 7. Now 2 goes into 7 how many times? 3 times. 2, 3, 6. Remainder 1. So you write your 1 here. You can further divide because 3 is greater than the base. So 2 divided by 3. Now 2 goes into 3 how many times? 2, 1, 2. Remainder 1. Remainder 1. Now the number left is 1. So the number is less than the base, so we can't further divide. So we leave it like that. So we count from the last digits, that is here, and we count from the bottom to the top. So it will be 1, 1, 1, 1. So when you convert 15 in base 10 to binary, the answer is 1, 1, 1, 1. Or in short, when you press 15 on the keyboard, the computer understands it to be 1, 1, 1, 1. So that is that. So the correct answer is this in base 2. Good. Now number 9. The robotic component that allows the robot to interact with its environment, such as movement and manipulation, are, the emphasis is on this, interact with its environment. The robot has to see, has to hear before it can what? Interact with its environment. And the tool it uses is sensor. So the correct answer is what? Sensors. Okay, now the last one, 10. In querying an expert system, the if-then control structure, it does what? The answer is D, which is it specifies a condition and an action is taken. That is why it is if-then. So if the condition is true before an action will be taken. So these are all the questions WAEC has given us to go through to solve so that at least it will prepare us for the BEC exam. We thank you very much for watching all the videos. So up to this point, we are done with the sample questions released by WAEC, and I believe you've gotten a solid understanding as to the programming concept especially, and in case any questions should pop up, we believe you'll be able to do. Now up to this point, we'll be uploading further mock questions which are likely, so be checking from time to time. And again, we'll also be giving you some tips, some topics that you should be focusing your attention on, and the do's and don'ts regarding examination. Thank you once again. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and like. If you don't understand anything, please make sure you ask the question in the comment section below. I'll also leave the answers to the objective questions in the description so you can further check. Thank you once again.